Joining me now is ZPM leader, member Political Affairs Committee of the ZPM, Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗡. Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗡, good morning to you, Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗡. Voting is going on. How is the mood in the ZPM camp?
Hi, good morning, Mr. Wasbir. Thank you for having me. Yeah, the voting is going on. Everybody is talking about the PM right now. So even young people, older people, we believe that everybody is talking about the PM. And then we are going to paint the town red with yellow color today.
Okay, you are hoping for the yellow color. Your
Yeah.
cap is also yellow, and your shirt is also yellowish. Your
And my
shirt.
badge too.
Yes,
And my badge too.
yes. Now the point is, but you also have challenges, Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗡. There are a lot of challenges. Two regional parties contesting 40 seats, the ZPM and the MNF. And there are other parties waiting in the wings like the Congress and the BJP. They have also filled at 40 seats and 23 seats. So do you think there will be split in the regional party votes?
There will be, of course, there will be split in the regional party vote. However, we believe strongly that we will come to the forefront and win this election because the vibe is on and then people are happy and excited. So the turnout is going to be good this time. And as long as the turnout is good, it will be in our favor, we believe. So we are happy. There's nothing untoward incident so far, except that those two security personnel died because of accident, and one is because of accident, and the other one is because of his regular illness. We are so sorry about that, and then our hearts goes out to them.
So, Mr.
Yeah.
You said how many security personnel died in the accident? One.
Just one, and then the other one died because of his illness.
So where was this accident? Where was this accident?
One is in the eastern part of Mizoram. One is in the southern part of Mizoram.
Right, and
Yes.
This happened yesterday, right? This happened yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday.
And our hearts goes out to the bereaved families.
Right. So this is a big story at this point in time. One security personnel lost his life in an accident in eastern Mizoram yesterday. I presume that this was when they were going to the polling station for on duty. And one of the other...
unfortunately, this is mainly because the road is so bad. That's why, the road is so bad, it's muddy, and then the car cannot move on, so they have to push. All these things are because of the backwardness of Mizoram, which is very unfortunate. We don't blame ZPM for that. There may be somebody who we can blame.
Now the Election Commission and the Chief Electoral Officer's office in Mizoram, they have made very good arrangements this time. We can see people comfortably sitting to cast their votes, and there has been polling stations run by women. There have been polling stations run by differently abled people. So are you happy with the arrangements by the election authorities?
Yes, in Mizoram, the arrangement is always been good. So we are so thankful to them. And on top of that, the MPF, Mizoram People's Forum, is doing a great job in calming the temperature here in Mizoram. And also there is no untoward incident which is undesirable. And we are peace-loving people anyway, so we don't want to cause trouble to other people. So everything is calm, quiet, and extremely beautiful.
Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗡, we have three very, very leading academics, professors on this show along with you. We have Dr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗡 with me. He's the president of the Mizoram Political Science Association. He is on the show. He is listening to you. I have Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗡 from 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗡, and I have Dr. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗔𝗦𝗧 Biswas, very, very acclaimed academic from Nehru University in Shillong. Now, one of them said that, okay, I know you are confident yourself, but in case of a necessity, one of the commentators said just short while ago that the ZPM may even align with the MNF if necessary. If necessary, they may also align with the Congress, but not with the BJP. Your comments?
Yes, this has been said many times before. We haven't thought about any alliance or any future at the moment because we need to get the election result first. And then once the election result is out, and it depends on what happened, and then we'll talk about it. In politics, anything is possible. But what we want is the safety and the better future for Mizoram. So we don't want to cause problem to our people anymore. It's been so long that the people have been suffering. We don't want any trouble. We don't want any hindrances. So what we want is development, advancement, and happiness. So we will talk about it and then discuss about it. We have able leaders in our party, smart and very who has a great wisdom about politics. So we depends on them, and then they'll know what to do and then what direction we are going to take. Right now, there's nothing like that.
Right. That's true. That's true. But basically, you are saying that the ZPM's doors are open for possible alliances in the case of necessity after the elections.
I don't say that. What I am saying is that we will talk about it once the result is out, if it is needed. We believe that it's not going to be needed at all because we will comfortably, comfortably win at least 30 seats, we hope.
Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛, there is the MNF, there is the Congress, and there is the BJP. Is there any political party out of these three that you are not going to touch?
I can say that the last party that we are going to touch may be BJP. So that's all I can say at this point. Like I said, we don't want to talk about all these things.
Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗢, you've heard Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛. He's not saying that he will not touch the BJP. He's saying the last party that we may touch is the BJP. How do you look at it? Okay, I'll come to you. Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗥, I'll come to you. I have Mr. Robert Romawia Royte joining me over the phone line. Mr. Royte is joining me from the phone line from 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛. Mr. Royte, good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning.
Have you cast your vote?
Not exactly.
Where are you exactly right now?
Presently, I am at 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛 sub-town at 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛.
Okay, how is it going? How is it going for you? What is the mood around?
We are all very, very happy and optimistic. I have got reports from all polling stations, all villages, and the campaign is going very well, and all my supporters are very happy and optimistic. Yes.
Right, Mr. Royte. Now, what is the mood? There are a lot of voters, as usual. A lot of people come out to vote in Mizoram. During the last elections, it has been a percentage of 80% people came out to vote in 2018, 2013, 83% voting. So, what is the turnout that you are expecting today?
Yes, I am expecting a high turnout, and normally Mizos being very literate and very literate society, everyone gives importance to voting, and as usual, we are hoping high turnout everywhere.
Yeah. Now, you see, Mr. 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗪𝗓, the chief minister and your leader was waiting in the queue in that polling station in Aizawl to cast his vote. There was a EVM malfunctioning. Have you spoken to him? Has he cast his vote? There is some confusion. Have you heard? Have you spoken to him just now?
No, I didn't speak to him regarding this.
Okay. Now, overall security situation, are you happy with the overall security? There is no report of any untoward incident from anywhere so far.
Yes, the security arrangement, every administrative arrangement is satisfactory.
Right. So, what is going on in your mind? Are you thinking about forming the government on your own? Are you also trying to find out who could be your possible allies?
I am very hopeful that MNF will come back with a huge majority. And this is the, normal opinion of the public at large also.
So, there is no need for any alliance. No alliance is necessary.
I don't see any need for any coalition or any partnership with other parties because MNF is confident enough to get the required number of seats to form the government of its own.
Yeah, but finally, my last question to you, 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗪𝗧. Journalists are always, like to know what could be the possible alliance if necessary. So, I am also asking you the same question. If needed, who is the party that the MNF is going to turn to?
As of now, I don't see any need for looking for a potential partner in the formation of the government. But if the need happens, the higher authority, the appropriate authority of the MNF party will decide. But we don't concentrate, we don't focus on partnering with any of the political parties because our concentration and our focus is to form, the MNF government of its own. And we would like to make sure that unity of communities happen in the administration of Mizoram State.
Right. Mr. Robert Romawia Royte, thank you very much for speaking to me on Northeast Live. We will come back to you later today for an update. Thank you. And wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Wasman. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, that was Robert Romawia Royte, very, very vocal MNF leader, quite a dynamic person, again confident that the MNF will not need any alliance, that they will come back to power with a clear majority. That is the confidence of MNF leader Robert Romawia Royte. And we have heard, we have ZPM leader Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗪𝗧 with me on this show, member of the Political Affairs Committee. He is also equally confident of the ZPM will not need any alliance. I have with me, I'll come back to you gentlemen, everybody. I have with me Mr. Thomas Anthony. So I'm sorry, apologies, Mr. Matthew Anthony. Mr. Matthew Anthony is the AICC's election in charge for Mizoram. Mr. Matthew Anthony, welcome to this broadcast. Good morning to you.
I'm the media and communications in charge for the Mizoram election.
Yes, he is the AICC media communication in charge for the Mizoram election, Mr. Matthew Anthony. Mr. Anthony, what is the mood? How is it going for the Congress? Because you are also fielding 40 candidates you are contesting all the seats.
After being there in Mizoram, such a lovely state of the Blue Mountains for close to say around 60 days plus, I think we have done a brilliant campaign in conveying the message to the people of Mizoram that the country and the state of Mizoram should be saved from the fear of BJP. BJP will not come into the Northeast directly. They will always use other parties say last time they used MNF, this time they might use 𝗟𝗓𝗙. So we cannot be sure of BJP, and to protect the interests, the cultural, traditional interests of Mizoram, and to protect their diversity within the country of India's unity, it is no other party than the Congress which should be elected to save the state of Mizoram is the message. It's a single message which we have conveyed. There are so many things which has affected the state
So,
of Mizoram, which
see,
is there for them to be fearful.
yeah, Mr.
From the neighborhood
Anthony,
of Manipur.
Mr. Anthony, Mr. Anthony,
Yes.
so, see, as I was just telling one of my guests a short while ago, that Mizoram has been a flip-flop between the MNF and the Congress. In fact, one of your senior leaders like 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗛𝗧 was chief minister 5 times. Now, the point is, people have tested the Congress, people have tested the MNF. Now, a lot of commentators and lot of journalists are saying that, okay, why not try a new party this time? So, this argument, this narrative, do you think this narrative carries weight? Try a new force. Try something new.
That was what 𝗟𝗓𝗙 was selling across as their campaign strategy. But then we asked them a few questions, and we repeat those questions. What's your vision for Mizoram? Define and expand new Mizoram. What's your financial policy? What's your economic policy? What's your policy on protecting the secularism of the state? What are your visions for the youth of the country, youth of the state? There are no definitions or expands for the new Mizoram concept. They're just singing a song of new Mizoram. So we have casted questions on the hollowness of the new Mizoram, and we have succeeded in convincing the people of Mizoram that they were trying to sell a dream which they themselves could not explain or expand beyond that one single word of new Mizoram. So that's exactly what we are saying. So the tried and tested party of the Congress, everything to the northeast and the Mizoram has been delivered by the Congress party over the decades. There is no other party who can replace that. Yes, like any growing party, like any party which is old, they will have something or the other. But however, the largest amount of trust and the deliverance of the promises has been done by the Congress party time and again to the state of Mizoram, from the time of peace accordance to the time of standing united with them for anything and everything to protect their interests.
But
It is done by the Congress party.
Mr. Anthony, I was talking to Mr. 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗪𝗓. He was on my show a few days ago. Now, I was asking him, when how 𝗟𝗓𝗙𝗪𝗓 sacrificed the government to allow the MNF to form the interim government, but when I asked him a pointed question that the young voters, the young people in Mizoram have forgotten the history because it's too long, they were not even born. And today, I have seen in this election, there are 50,000 young voters between the age of 18 and 19. But this history, do you think that will make an impact because people have forgotten about it?
So our job was to remind them about it, and we have reminded them about it to a large extent. We have done our communication and messaging, reminding about the history and giving them hope about the future. Our promises of the 15 lakhs of health insurance, our promises of 750 rupees for the gas, our promises of pension.
Okay.
We have just focused on the promises which we are going to do. And our promises are not hollow. We have done as a party, we have delivered our promises in the state of Mizoram, in the state of Chhattisgarh, in the state of Rajasthan, in the state of Karnataka. We have the Karnataka Energy Minister visiting just to testify that we made a promise before the election and we fulfilled the promise immediately after being elected.